We're live.
I think we already did the bit about us being live on a recording.
No.
So.
This isn't a bit, Ryobi. We're live.
Okay. I think the consensus was that
We're
still
A
technically
live.
live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are A live. Good point.
Yeah, I think I said that last time too.
Did you really? God damn.
No
Great
new
start.
jokes.
Awesome.
No new jokes.
It was new to me because I must have tuned him out the first time.
Yeah, I think you might have talked over me. So what else is new?
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
So how's everyone going, doing, feeling?
Weird to have actual back-to-back weeks of episodes.
Yeah. This is rare. I mean, technically, it's more than a week because it's 9 days because I had some homework, but the 2 weeks back to back, we hit the calendar weeks.
Yeah.
So that's what's important.
Oh right, it's Thursday. It's not Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
So this
It's pretty awesome though, because tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
So, and this one might be out late this week, so this might be Friday if you're watching this. But
that's okay.
Yeah. So
I have something to complain about.
What?
So daylight savings time. I was just getting to a point where I was like waking up at like 8 o'clock for work, which is like earlier for it's not early, but it's earlier for me, and I was like feeling good about it. And then fucking daylight savings time hits, and now I'm waking up and it's like 8:30. It's like 8:30 a.m. and I'm can't move. I'm dead tired. But at like 12:30 at night, I'm wired. I'm wide awake.
Yeah,
I had
hate
the same thing.
This sucks.
I fucking get rid of daylight savings time. It's fucking garbage.
Yeah, it's useless. It's not even useful for farmers anymore. I read.
Not anymore.
There's literally no reason to have it. It's so stupid. I think they've gotten rid of it in like a few states, haven't they?
I don't know.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
I wish.
I heard they were going to get rid of it.
Yeah. I thought like New York or something got rid of it. I don't know. Who knows? Either way, they need to get rid of it.
It just needs to be like a nationwide thing to get rid of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, nationwide needs to handle it.
Yeah,
but they're too busy, I don't know, talking about other meaningless topics like taxes or something.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. I don't want to wake up earlier.
Yeah.
Fix this. What are you even good for, government?
Yeah. Like picking our national bird.
Point.
God damn.
Wait, what?
That's all they're good for is picking our national bird.
It was almost the turkey. They're not even good at that.
Yeah. The bald eagle.
Or was that just Ben Franklin who wanted the turkey?
I don't know.
It might have just been Ben Franklin.
That's probably the fact I'm thinking of.
What an idiot. Actually, what a genius. I think the turkey is more badass than the bald eagle.
Turkey, I think, is much more
tastier.
representative.
Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah. They're pretty tasty.
Yeah, and they're yummier than the bald eagle. I assume. You're not allowed to eat bald eagles. It's like, what's the point in making it our national bird?
Heavier than the bald eagle.
Yeah. It's like...
I bet someone's eating it.
Yeah, someone's got to.
I don't think they're not as endangered as they were, I think. You probably still can't eat them, though.
I want to eat it. I want to walk into Kroger and see, like, bald eagle next to the chicken and turkey. But you can't even get...
the worst? You
can't even get fucking duck at the Kroger, so... I mean, good luck getting bald eagle. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Watch it, like... I feel like if you, like, saw them side by side, like, the cuts, it's probably not even... doesn't even look good or taste good, I would imagine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bald eagle? Probably not.
Because it's all wing. And chicken is, like, not all wing.
Well, I mean, they still have breasts. I mean, they're bigger. They're heavier than chickens, aren't they?
Fucking fat titties.
Okay, thank you, RJ, for that mental image.
Yeah, they got some fucking double Ds.
Fat fucking bald eagle tits.
I don't think bald eagles are that big.
Are they bigger than chickens?
They're pretty big.
I think they're bigger than chickens.
They gotta be bigger than chickens, but I don't know if like the amount of...
They might be meatier than chickens.
Yeah, the amount of like... I want to say arable land, but like meat to rest of them ratio might not be higher.
Yeah, but even if it's a smaller ratio of meat, if they're a little bit bigger but have a little bit less meat per volume or whatever, they'd still have a good chunk of meat on their thighs and breasts.
I need a measurement for meat to volume.
and drumsticks, I imagine. I mean, a drumstick of a
Oh,
bald
no.
eagle? That'd be
Well, we
sick.
do have the unlimited power of the internet.
Yeah, let's get our research
Why would
team on it.
But you're not allowed to eat them, so how would you know?
Someone's got to have eaten them.
Yeah, but if you post about it, the government will come for you.
Well, like they're probably native to Canada as well. It might not be illegal in Canada.
I think it's still a protected species.
Losers.
I don't think that would stop us from crossing the border.
Yeah, but
And
plus people break the
enacting
law all
justice.
the time. Like, how often do people speed? Every freaking second. So people are obviously eating bald eagles too.
Well, that's flawless logic.
Yeah, you tell me where I'm wrong.
Where's the lie? I can't find it.
Yeah, we're stalling for you, RJ. You gotta hurry.
So,
Stalling for no reason.
bald eagles weigh like a good amount more than chickens.
Yep, called it.
But how much is like
Meat.
bone and beak
Yeah,
and bald?
I think they're 90% beak.
I think the bald adds a lot of weight to it.
Yeah,
Certainly they've got really big wings, and I bet that adds a chunk of weight.
but you can eat chicken
Do you
wings.
think
So can you eat bald eagle wings?
I don't?
Can I make bald eagle stock?
That,
I want bald
no.
eagle stock.
I feel like stock might be like the way to go about it.
Yeah, because even if they're
I just
bones,
have a
that's what you
feeling.
use to make stock.
No,
I
well,
can't shake the feeling that they wouldn't be good.
you're not allowed to. That's for sure.
Well, we just need a pardon from Mr. Joe. So Joe Biden, if you're watching this, we request
Joey
a
Bides.
preemptive pardon to eat bald eagle on the podcast.
Or just talk to someone who has.
Yeah,
I don't really want to
Ooh.
eat it myself, if I'm honest.
Well, I do. I'm curious now.
Yeah.
I
Me
feel
and
like it's
RJ
gonna
will
be
eat it.
bad. All
Yeah.
right, have fun.
Next up on the podcast, how does a person taste?
Yeah.
I think that has been like recorded. I think it's actually similar to pig. It at least smells similar to pig.
Interesting.
I feel like books have. That's always got to be. That's like the standard joke of like, like authors are like Googling fucked up shit and like getting put on watch lists. Like, what does human meat smell like when it's cooking or something like that? But I think it has been like that is a known quantity. It's most similar.
Yeah, but not known by us. I'm curious.
Oh, you need firsthand experience for that one?
Yes.
All right. What is the tastiest looking person? Because like we've talked about birds and like I don't know. Bald eagle does not look tasty to me.
Apparently, bald eagle, when it comes to taste, bald eagle meat has a strong aroma and gamey flavor. As a muscular bird, bald eagle meat has a chewy taste similar to that of waterfowl, turkey, and venison. So we were kind of on the money with turkey.
Good things.
A blend of turkey and like deer.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, those are all good things.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
eat
had
the
a ton of
fucking. I'm gonna
venison.
eat a fucking bald eagle.
Yeah. We got to find
Alright,
the
but it's-
closest relative that's legal to eat. That's
think
our
it's
goal.
turkey. Sounds like it's turkey.
No, I bet there's an eagle that you're allowed to eat. There's probably an eagle that's less
any
endangered.
eagle you're allowed to eat if no one catches you.
Yeah, that's true. It's only illegal if you get caught. So me and RJ got to go on a hunting expedition.
It's only a crime if you get caught.
The next few episodes are like me and RJ camping out and like trying to
Calling in from like a satellite phone.
Yeah, trying to hunt a bald eagle. And we have no hunting and very little camping experience.
Yeah, you find one and just throw rocks at it from like
Yeah.
the floor.
That's what I was
ground.
gonna say. We didn't bring any weapons. We're just trying to like throw rocks at it.
You get a fishing pole and just like cast the line straight up.
Try to insult it into killing itself. You're bald.
It kills us both.
Oh, I'm pretty sure eagles can just fucking talon you in the face. Like I heard this story. I think I might have even
We
talked
can't
about
get
it on
into
the
the
podcast
We
before.
can't get into the animal.
I'm pretty sure you've already told this story before, where like an
Yeah.
eagle like dropped out of the sky and just like
Killed someone.
one shot some lady
Yeah,
on
like
a cruise.
drop kicked her in the face, and she just died of the blunt force.
Yeah.
God damn,
I'm pretty sure I'd lose a fight with a bald eagle.
definitely.
I don't think I think it would be tough, but I don't think it's a given that you'd lose.
Especially if you had a sword.
Or really,
Yeah.
literally anything, any sort of object. Not
Yeah.
any sort, but like most objects, even like a pen.
Yeah, if
would
you
help
had
a
if
lot.
you had a foam pool noodle, I'm pretty sure you'd still lose.
That'd be better than nothing.
Yeah,
All you really need
Yeah, I
is
don't
for
know.
It could give you like protection, maybe.
Yeah, like wrap it around your.
Yeah.
I don't know, just like you just have to like kind of like make a U shape with it, or like some sort of like incredibly awful shield, and just put it between you and it.
Yeah. Or you could
And
try
then you
and
just have to grab it.
use the
Or if you
pool
had,
noodle like a lasso.
If you had like a shotgun with like birdshot,
well, yeah,
that'd be pretty good.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
if
so
you
you
had,
like
like,
you wrap the pool noodle around the shotgun and like make like a gun shield for yourself, like they have.
Or if you had
No,
one of
it's
the Titans from
games.
Titanfall, that'd probably be
Oh
decent.
yeah. And then you wrap the pool noodle around like the sensor suite of
Yeah.
the Titan.
Yeah,
set.
The eagle from ripping out the
the
wires.
eagle could get to you.
Yeah, because the Titans they're pretty vulnerable to like the whatchamacallit, like the pilots boarding them. And if you don't have like the electric smoke up, you gotta have that pool noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pool noodle is basically a direct substitute for the electric smoke.
The direct counter, if you
Yeah.
think about it, to being having your Titan boarded
Yeah.
by an eagle.
Yeah, which eagles are fucking great at that.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
so
Because they can fly after all.
You never want to like worst weapon against an eagle is Banshee from Halo. They'll fucking rip your ass straight out, and then you'll fall to the ground and die.
and
It's honestly it's giving them an advantage.
yeah.
Wait, Halo doesn't have fall damage.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
What?
What?
I mean, you can abyss and die.
No, you can.
I don't remember.
No, that's fall damage.
You can fall kind of far because you have shields, and like if you just fall a little bit, it'll just like do damage or maybe break your shields. But if you fall far
sure?
enough, you die. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm pretty.
I'm like 99% sure, RJ.
Yeah, I'm like 99% sure. Now I'm questioning it.
Yeah.
It might be version dependent.
Yeah, that could be true.
No fall damage in Halo 4.
What?
Wait, what? Oh, it is. You can implement it in custom games.
Oh, so you
What?
can have it.
You can have it, but
It's not by default. Wow, I thought it was. I remember
not.
like
I
you
could have
falling
sworn I
far and
remember
then-
like falling and then like and hearing the like
the shield
like,
breaking.
breaking shields.
Yeah.
And the wah, of like
Yeah, what the hell? Well, I guess Ryobi somehow knows Halo better than us.
I need to like look up. I'm on the Halo Wikipedia right now. I'm trying to figure it out.
The deep dive.
The deep dive. I'm on the health page, but that's not. Doesn't tell me what I need to know. Hold on. I'm gonna Control F. Fall. Oh, fall damage. Fall damage. Perfect.
Very good.
In the campaign and multiplayer modes of Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, Halo 4, and Halo 5, players can take damage if they fall from too great a height.
Ah, we were right. Okay.
So fall damage is not present in the campaign and multiplayer of Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo Infinite.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I've played Halo 3 the most, so I think
Yeah,
that must
I was
be what
gonna
I was
say.
thinking of. I guess
because
I've died from fall damage in Halo Reach.
Yeah,
It is-
yeah,
yeah.
it's too because there's that part where you can avoid dying if you
If you
do an
assassinate the elite at the
assassination.
bottom of the cliff.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
dying from over and over for that, trying to sprint and reach that. No,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
Whack. I mean, that's just really just like whatchamacallit. John Diff.
Hey,
What's his name? John? Master Chief? Wait, no, he's protagonist in Halo 4, so he suddenly can take fall damage. What the hell?
this Reddit thing says Halo 3 is fall damage, but only in the campaign.
Halopedia says no. All right. I think we've exhausted this topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to move on to? Oh wait, I guess we were gonna talk about March Madness. I guess.
Oh yeah. So YouTube didn't make a bracket. I almost made a bracket, but then forgot that it started today. I think there's.
Not only did I not
there's-
make a bracket, I've never made a bracket once in my life for March Madness.
It was kind of fun, like looking up like the thoughts behind it. And it's a little bit easier than like the full-on like fantasy draft where I have to like know individual players. This is very nice because it's like all seeded, and then apparently there's like a lot of superstitious stuff behind it too, which is fun. It's like, oh, there's like one seed's like always, not always, but like a one seed like wins I forget the percentage, but it's been like 31 out of like the last like 37 times or something like that. But like it's almost never all 4 1 seeds that make it to the end. It's usually like one seed or like 2 1 seeds that make it to the final 4. So that's always kind of fun. And then they're like always because it's 16 teams in 4 sections. So that starts off with a 12 versus the 5 seed, and they're like the superstition is that one of those teams, the 12 seed, will win almost every single time. So they're just like, oh, which 12-5 upset's gonna happen out of the 4?
The closest thing I've ever done to like brackets is like a few years with other Ryan, our friend who also, well, I guess we've already leaked that your name is Ryan a couple times.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Our other friend named Ryan, I occasionally
who lives in
who his address is.
I've done a couple of the NFL drafts. I've done like the first round prediction challenge thing. And actually, I've actually like he's I think we've done like 4, maybe 4, and I think I've won twice and he's won twice. But this most recent one that we did, it was like 2 years ago. I actually like got like a fairly decent draft. Like there was like hundreds of thousands of people on whatever website, and I was in like the top 10K or something. So I actually got like a really decent draft, and it was like after I had stopped paying attention to football. Really, I just read on like the NFL.com what each team's needs were, and then most of the time just picked the top prospect for that position, based on their needs, and actually did like really decently.
Oh, and just so you look at the like what basically what they're hiring. I guess it's hiring. Draft,
yeah.
Like what positions they're hiring for, and they kind of base it off that. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Or rather, what positions they're weakest in, because sometimes they'll not do the sensible thing.
Yeah. And sometimes they'll just go BPA. It's like if there's a player that fell that's just like so good, even if you don't need that position, like you could.
Oh, you take him to deny him or trade for other people.
Yeah, exactly. You take him just as like trade capital, or you trade away your current person in that position or whatever.
You draft him and then relegate him to the bench.
Yeah,
just so no one else can have him.
Yeah. Like
I don't think that's a lot. I feel like there's measures in place that will allow that not to happen, but I don't know.
No, you can do that. I mean, you can have a player just be, they call it like, they call it like developing behind a bridge player or a mentor or whatever for a couple seasons. So you do have that occasionally where like even though a player is good enough to play right away, a team might already have a good quarterback who's about to retire, so they'll keep playing their franchise man and then just wait a couple years.
But, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry, I know more about football than basketball.
It's less malicious than what I was imagining. So that's comforting.
Yeah.
Then there's also this one where they draft the guy and then they take him out back and shoot him in the head.
Yeah, it's called the draft and shoot method. It's frowned upon, but it's still legal for some reason.
Yeah.
Draft and shoot. Do they still trade him afterward?
Yeah, they trade his corpse.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they got to get that draft capital.
And so the teams,
obviously they're worth a lot less, but yeah.
The teams with a solid like dark magic department.
Yeah, because they can use necromancy.
A necromancy coach, positional coach.
That there actually is like some of that type of stuff in Blood Bowl, because it's like Warhammer football basically. So there's like,
that sounds
I know there's like a vampire team where like the vampires have like thralls on their team or whatever, like human slaves, and like and like they'll have to roll, and if they roll a 1 on their team, they have bloodlust or whatever, and they have to like they suck blood of one of their teammates, and their teammates get injured, but I think they can even possibly die from that. So pretty intense.
Huh?
Interesting.
Well, the vampires better fucking slap. They have just like a random chance to KO their own teammates.
I think there are also there's like multiple teams that have something like that. Like I think there's teams that have character, like the big player on their team is very hungry, so if it rolls like a 1, it can just eat one of its teammates. Like just straight up eat him. So
sounds about right.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I think it's like the Goblin team or something. The Ogre team. I think the Ogre team has goblins on it, and I think the ogres
Yeah.
have a chance to eat the goblins.
Uh-huh.
But anyway,
That makes sense.
sorry, I derailed the conversation. We were talking about March Madness.
No, that was about as much as we knew about March Madness. I was going to say the only like from what I remember reading, or actually not even reading. When I was in Croatia like 3 weeks ago, there was news about this like the Alabama University of Alabama. Like they had some guy like one of their players got like kicked off the team and like I think is in like a legal battle or situation. Basically, he was like possibly present at the same time as somebody who got like shot and killed, and they're not sure if he did it, but he was kind of definitely there.
Oh damn!
So he's kind of in legal trouble to the point where they removed him from the team. But I think he was like a pretty big part of their team. I think he might have been a starter.
Oh wow!
So I think I mean, but despite that, they're still a 1 seed, and I think it's more the fact that like they are already pretty good, and I guess nobody else is like. There's other like 1 seeds, but like none of them are like incredibly like standing out.
The guy was a starter on Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Damn.
I think. But anyway,
I
think Alabama is still expected to win.
Oh wow!
It's not like a sure thing, but like they're like, yeah, I mean it could kind of go anyway, but anywhere, but like a decent amount of like analysts are like, yeah, Alabama's still pretty good.
Is UCLA a 1 seed?
I don't know.
2.
Probably high.
Oh, 2.
2 seed. Okay.
I'm looking at a bracket right now. I wanted to try to find someone's guess, but I wasn't able to.
Yeah, the ones I was looking at, it was like
that story kind of reminded me. Did you guys see the college hockey student thing that happened recently? It was blown up on Reddit at least.
No, what happened?
So like this college hockey kid for like what the fucking university is called, but he's like the son of the GM for the Philadelphia Flyers, and yeah, son of Flyers GM. He like there's this fair warning, trigger warning. This guy's a complete piece of shit. And so this handicapped person who has a wheelchair was in the bathroom and her at a bar and next to some stairs, and she had left her wheelchair outside. And this guy who's a hockey college player for Mercyhurst University, like just threw her wheelchair down the stairs, like just because he's an asshole, basically. And so like he was getting this huge backlash because there was a video of it, like because like CCTV or whatever that came out, and he's just
what an idiot.
Well,
apparently he got this is just from a guy on Reddit who,
apparently there's apparently there's already been a pretty big upset.
I saw one of the 9 seeds beat the 8 and 8 seed, but I think other games have been played since then in the afternoon.
15 seed beat a 2 seed.
Oh wow.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my
was it UCLA?
No.
It was Princeton.
Oh yeah.
The 15 seed.
No,
UCLA.
I mean you said UCLA was a 2 seed.
Arizona
lost. Yeah,
Arizona lost.
Okay.
UCLA has yet to play.
I see.
They won't play until the what?
But
I don't know if that's a first, a 2
until
being a 15 this early on, but I think that does not happen like almost ever.
Yeah,
so rip a lot of people's brackets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That destroyed 99% of brackets, I'm sure. But
and derailed George's train of thought.
But going back to the story, apparently this is just according to like some guy on Reddit who claimed to be a bartender at the bar that night. Apparently the guy got kicked out and banned, and then usually like the bars sort of communicate, so if someone's like this much of a piece of shit, they'll get because he got banned from that bar, but he'll probably get banned
the other bars in town.
Yeah, we'll all ban him. But like, and then the university opened an investigation into him. But I don't know where you'd hope he'd at least get kicked off the hockey team and stuff like that, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens.
There's a Colgate.
A Colgate?
Yeah, there's a Colgate.
Oh, like college?
Team. Yeah, Colgate College, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you laughing because it's the toothpaste brand?
Yes.
Isn't there one called Gonzaga or something weird like that?
Maybe. There's also a 13 versus 4 beat.
Oh wow. Damn, a lot of upsets already.
I feel like I wouldn't have predicted either of those, so maybe it's a good thing I forgot to make my bracket. I would have lost already.
Half of the completed games so far are upset victories.
Wow. The year of
Oopsie
upsets.
daisy.
God damn. All right. Do we want to move on to Would You Rather's?
Yeah, I got some
Yeah.
good stuff cooking. Though I guess it's not. I saved these a long time ago, so I guess it's more like I threw them in the freezer.
Yeah.
So let's defrost these. This one makes me unhappy to look at and think about, which is why I saved it. Would you rather eat 2 tarantulas every Monday morning or 1 cockroach every single morning for the rest of your life? The tarantulas and cockroaches are dried, not alive.
Are they
Crouch.
are they cooked and dried? Or just kind of dehydrated?
I think they might just be like dehydrated or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Let's assume they're sanitary.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're prepared. Yeah, I think they're like
They're prepared in the normal way that these insects are prepared.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then,
I would say I don't know if you like get to pick.
Then I'd want to do cockroach because they'd be more crunchy, and I think that's sort of the selling point of like prepared bugs like that is that they're like nice and crunchy.
Yeah, I think people do eat cockroaches. I don't know if people eat tarantulas.
I also think I could make one a day a habit, and
that's true.
One. It's just
like the
one
pills you
bug.
take.
Yeah, but like
crunchy pills.
But like a tarantula is fucking big, and like
it's 2 of them.
Yeah, and already on the worst day of the week, like.
Yeah.
And it's 2 of them. I don't have time to eat 2 tarantulas on a Monday morning.
That's your entire day.
I don't wake up early enough to do that.
It's your entire morning at the very least once you're used to it. You can kind of munch in a cockroach and kind of like still be like moving around.
Also, I've heard like the tarantula hairs are like fucked up, and they like I don't know.
Ooh,
It seems like that would be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still eat the fangs? Do you still eat all the little hairs?
Yeah, that's the thing with the hairs. Like, I feel.
Yeah, I can't imagine it gets completely plucked. That seems.
Well, there's different kinds of tarantulas too.
Work.
Well, like you wouldn't like pluck like a mammal that had furs. You'd skin it. Could you skin a tarantula?
I don't think you can skin a tarantula.
No, if you skin a tarantula, it is organs. It is a pile of organs.
It's just goop.
It is goop.
Well, then you eat the goop as a soup, a little soup goop, a little goop soup.
No, you gotta crunch down all of it.
Yeah, then definitely the cockroach.
Yeah, cockroach for sure.
Okay, I'm on the page as well. I just found one that I thought is interesting. Would you rather solve climate change but get no credit for it, or win the lottery?
Solve climate change.
Yeah, I think I'd rather solve climate change.
If I won the lottery, like that, even that wouldn't be enough money to solve climate change.
Well, yeah, I think the lottery is just the selfish end. You don't use the lottery to solve climate change. You just become uber rich, basically.
You just enjoy the funds.
The thing is, you're not even uber rich if you win the lottery. That's the worst part.
Well, this thing says the question is, it does clarify. It says you get $100 million after tax. So that's
still not even uber rich.
I mean, it's not uber rich, but like you put 80 million of that away in just like the S&P 500. You don't have to. You can.
What does it mean by
modestly
climate change?
Yeah, but I mean, it's like. That's not even like a record lottery winning.
Climate change, and then it's up to you to actually like do it.
Oh yeah, do I have to do anything, or can I snap my fingers and it's fixed?
Well, it says a team of scientists discovers a way to stop climate change and bring our climate back to how it was before the Industrial Revolution. You are in no way involved in this, so you get no money or fame.
Oh, that's awesome! I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but you also get no money or fame.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, plus
Also-
we're gonna eventually get
That's on-
fame from the
That's on,
pod.
Yeah.
does their plan actually is it actually followed?
Yeah. Well, maybe it's like a type of thing where like I don't know, like some weird sci-fi thing where we just engulf the world in like some sort of force
Yeah.
field or something.
I was actually reading a book.
They
Okay.
release like microbots in the air that eat fucking
Yeah.
carbon emissions.
Yeah, microbots?
Yeah.
Tell me
Yeah.
more.
Well, they'd be really tiny robots, Ryobi. That's what you're not getting. And then
Oh, that's. But what about nanobots? Nano is smaller than micro.
yeah, they'd be little nanobots, and they would
Yeah.
eat the. They'd actually be
Eat the carbon.
Wait, are nanobots smaller than microbots? I feel like micro means microscopic, right? You can't even see them.
I was going off of the prefixes for like the metric system.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not smart enough to know what that is.
I just know nano
Is
smaller.
micro a prefix in the metric system?
Micro, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you've made me.
Okay, I don't think I'm bleeding anymore. I cut myself
Nice.
while cooking.
Probably don't rinse your hand off and get rid of the coagulation though.
Yeah, I'll just
Again.
let it be dirty for now.
You jerk, RJ. Stop making me doubt myself. It goes, yeah. So there's deci, which nobody uses, and then centi, milli, micro, nano, and then after that's pico, and then other stuff that a lot of people probably don't use.
Well,
Picobots.
actually, yeah, it would be pico.
That eats carbon, yeah.
Well, but why not femtobots? That's 10 to the negative 15th. Why not even smaller?
Yeah, we do.
You didn't name anything even smaller.
Yeah, we don't know
Atto,
this.
Zepto, Yocto, Ronto, Ronto just
No,
sounds...
those all sound stupid.
Yeah, I think
Ronto
we gotta do
sounds stupid.
picobots.
Yeah, we gotta do picobots.
Yeah.
What about one big bot? What if it's a terabot?
Yeah, a giant bot that
Or a
sucks up the
petabot.
A macro bot.
Macro's not one of them. Sorry, RJ.
What?
Get metricked. We have Giga for that. Like Pokemon. All right.
Why do we have micro but not macro? That's bullshit.
I didn't make the list, RJ.
God,
All
some
right.
of these are so stupid. It's crazy.
Oh,
I can't believe
I
these are
got-
the top.
Yeah, but you're
got-
the ambassador for the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it up, and that means I'm responsible because I read them to you.
Yeah.
All right, I got some more here. Some more would you rather's.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Would you rather go 2 days without eating or go 30 days without taking a shower? For argument's sake, let's say these days would start tomorrow. So, like, what would inconvenience you more?
Wait, say it again. Sorry, I was reading.
Would you rather go 2 days without eating or go 30 days without taking a shower?
2 days without eating. 100% easy. Plus, I like you'd lose weight, and I'm yeah. That's harder for a skinny person. I feel like, but like for me, that's easy.
I think I could go.
I feel like some
30
people
days
do
without
that
a shower
normally.
more easily.
Yeah.
Some people like cannot often go 2 days without eating. Like that's normal for them.
Yeah, I've
I'm not gonna
definitely
say it's
fasted.
healthy, but I'm gonna say it's normal.
I've definitely fasted for 24 hours before, just to like.
Those 2 days would suck though. Though, yeah, I'm still not showering. I would just be like unable to be around people.
Yeah, no,
That'd suck.
I would get way too insecure. But like, I wouldn't be insecure about not eating. So yeah, that one's easy for me.
Yeah, it's really just like a 30-day inconvenience versus a 2-day inconvenience.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even though the inconvenience is like definitely more
Starvation.
intense for the eating or for the eating one, but
I don't think I could. I don't think I could concentrate and be like.
well, it doesn't.
Oh, you're not in those 2 days. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
But
Well,
at least it's
I don't
over
know.
after 2 days.
Like for me, the first 24 hours, I'd be at least at like 90%. Like the second day, I'd probably be at like 30%. But
Dude, I get hungry after like 5 hours, if that.
Yeah.
That's like pushing it.
yeah, I don't get hungry that easy. I usually don't eat breakfast or lunch.
What's wrong?
That's insane.
Yeah, I usually just eat dinner. And if I do eat
Dude.
I've
breakfast,
gotten
it's
to
like
the point. I've gotten to the. I used to not eat breakfast, and then I've been like purposely like eating breakfast, so I have like energy, like some amount of like real energy in the morning, and not just like caffeine and stuff. And now I'm like hungry when I wake up.
yeah. Yeah, it's
Breakfast
weird.
is great.
I'll usually eat dinner, and then like I'll eat like my eating habits are terrible, but I'll eat like dinner at like 7, and then I'll eat like dessert at like 10 o'clock or like 11 o'clock, like
Uh-huh.
PM. Like, yeah, it's not healthy, but is what it is.
I sometimes I actually usually eat breakfast
Hmm.
now. Um, Lunch usually around like 11:30.
Yeah, I don't get
Um,
lunch. Lunch is so overrated.
what are you on about?
Lunch is trash.
I've stopped listening to George when he's like, I don't eat.
Well, I
You're
don't eat
just like, I
lunch.
already don't eat.
Yeah. Well, I eat dinner. I just ate dinner.
Oh yeah, fucking pussy.
Yeah.
George,
Also-
you eat one meal a day.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
eat one meal and then I eat my dessert meal. I eat a peanut butter
What is your
and
dessert meal?
a peanut butter and Nutella sandwich on sourdough bread, and it's delicious.
That's like lunch at the wrong time.
Oh, there's an ant on the wall.
You time warped lunch to like, I don't know, 12 at night.
Yeah, I guess, but
You just did it the wrong 12.
I feel like if someone eats Nutella and peanut butter sandwich every day for lunch, that seems like more of a problem for some reason than eating it at 10, even though it's healthier. But for me, it seems
I think
weirder.
it's healthier. I think it's the exact same thing.
I think it's the exact same thing.
No. It's bad to like eat a bunch of calories and then go to sleep because you're not burning them. But if you eat it at
really?
lunch, then you still have time throughout the day to like move around.
Yeah,
and
I
burn them.
frequently
You're
have
arguing that your
I frequently
habit
have
is
a
worse.
snack
Yeah,
right
my
before
habit
I
is
go to
worse.
bed. I will frequently have a snack right before I go to bed.
Yeah, it's technically bad.
I don't like going to bed hungry.
Like sumo wrestlers to gain weight, they'll eat a bunch of stuff like they'll eat like a shit ton of calories and then just take it and then just go to sleep. Like because like that's like a good way to gain weight. So,
That's wild.
yeah, at least
Yeah,
that's what my dad told me. So,
Then I come home as soon as I get home from work at like 4ish. I snack a decent amount usually, and then dinner, and then maybe dessert.
Then second
Yeah.
snack.
yeah,
Yeah.
like most days no food really touches my mouth until like 7 p.m. which is I
That's
guess
insane.
abnormal.
What do you mean you guess abnormal?
I guess it's
What's wrong with you?
I guess it's like 1 degree out of the norm.
I mean, yeah, the weirdest thing I'd ever did for like
Are you
food
not
habits,
How are you not like a fucking starving person?
I don't know, cuz I don't know. I have been losing weight, so like maybe it's like the fact that I'm like trying to lose weight that like the I don't know.
you might just be used to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I guess humans are very habitual, so I guess I just have gotten
I
used
guess
to
you're
it.
still eating 2 meals a day.
I mean,
Yeah,
You're
kind
just
of.
you're just like eating them
Weird.
later than most people. I
Yeah.
think most people eat like 2
it
meals a
might just
day.
be staggered depending on when he wakes up and like how active you are at different
Oh,
times
that's
of the
the
day.
other thing. I wake up like a lot later than most people too.
Yeah.
And I go to bed later than most people. So like it's probably just that my internal clock is like way to the
Yeah.
right of most people.
Yeah, if I woke up at like 11 a.m. and then like waited till like 1 o'clock to have like lunch and just didn't have breakfast that day, I would feel normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I go to sleep at
100%.
like 3 a.m. and I wake up at 11 most of the time.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
It also depends on what I'm doing. Just like my job is pretty physical, so I get hungrier on a work day.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the other thing too. Like I try to work out. I probably work out like when I'm really on my shit, I'll work out like 6 times a week, but like right now I'm working out like a one every 3 days or something, maybe. And then I'll like
Gotta
try
pump those numbers
yeah, and then I'll like try to walk my dogs every day
and
too.
pump those iron.
I actually
Yeah.
was walking my dogs recently and just around my parents' property and they like there was just like this raccoon like at the back and like there's this hill and there was a little bit of snow and so the raccoon was like behind the hill so I didn't really see it and then my dogs like pulled me down the hill and I like slid on my butt down towards the raccoon, and like I'm on my butt like trying to get up and like pull them back, and they're like touching the raccoon, like hitting it with their paws and like mouths, and like the raccoon like had to be like injured or something, or like fatally injured, because it like turned around, but it like didn't fight back or even run away or anything. It like didn't even react really, just like sort of stared at them and like cowered a little bit. And then like my parents went out a couple days later and they saw like a raccoon just laying there. So I assumed like it was fatally injured and it's now dead. But yeah, that was scary as heck. Just being like pulled into a raccoon basically by my dogs.
Yeah, that sounds like your dogs.
yeah. They're like
Yeah, it might have been sick or something already on its way out at that point.
yeah. If they see an animal, they just will not even hear us like yelling at them. They're too distracted and like
You need to walk your dogs with cleats, dude.
yeah, that's the thing.
Dig your heels in.
Yeah. God. But yeah, that was
At
pretty
least there's
scary.
snow to like, I guess,
Slide
lubricate
me.
your descent.
Yeah. Well, I might not have fallen if there wasn't snow, but I could
Oh.
have. It's possible. I wear Allbirds, which I love Allbirds for the most part. They're like machine washable and they're like really comfortable. But like they have like like very little tread on the bottom of their shoe. So they're very slippery sometimes, especially if you're on a already like wet floor or something like that. So, yeah. Anyway, do we want to move on to the main oh wait, no, we got to do the game segments. No wait,
this was the game
yeah,
This is the game segment.
well, I'm off the mark today.
Yeah, how are we doing on time?
Game, but that's
we've got
that's
like
what we labeled the segment.
we've got like 45 minutes to an hour left, so I figured just to make sure we have
might as
enough
well.
time. All right, today we're doing.
I have 2 more questions about spiders, but we can pass on those.
Oh yeah, well we can keep them in the tank. The ammo barrel.
They're not good. No.
All right.
I'll do a joke one. Would you rather live in Illinois until you die or eat a bowl of spiders and milk?
Illinois.
Bowl of spiders and milk. Absolutely.
You'd rather live in Illinois?
Yeah, I can't imagine
Disgusting.
Illinois is that much different than the state I already live in. So, yeah, especially if I don't have to live in Chicago, because I don't like
do.
urban. No,
You do.
Where
no,
else
you
would you
don't.
live in Illinois?
Springfield.
75% of the population lives in Chicago.
Yeah, so 1/4 of the people don't. So obviously you don't have to.
Obviously, those people.
That's
didn't eat the
millions of
bowls
people in the
spiders and
state
milk.
that don't live in Chicago. I would imagine.
No, I'd rather
Illinois is
not.
a disgusting garbage state, and you'd never catch me dead there.
I don't have a problem with Illinois. I have a problem with being restricted to one state.
I don't.
Of having to live there. I
Yeah.
live where I want.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I would definitely take that over the spiders, because spiders are.
But there's milk with it too.
Yeah, there's milk with it though.
Yes, if they talk like that and say that word in that voice.
Well, everybody does.
Well, then I'm gonna have to fight them all.
Okay, we're back. We're live. We're here. It's now.
Nope, sorry, I gotta go fight a lot of people.
Yeah.
I just found out.
Everyone.
Okay,
Everyone
so
apparently.
a brief overview of the case. Lars was a German man who was on holiday with his friends in Bulgaria. One day before they were due to leave, Mittank got in. Actually,
Just call him Miltank.
yeah, no,
Stop.
it was one day. One day before they were due to leave, Mittank got in a fight, rupturing his eardrum. A doctor told him he was not safe to fly, and then he insisted that his friends go home without him. He checked into a hotel near the airport, but began acting weird. And while being checked out by the airport doctor, he freaked out, ran out of the airport into a nearby forest/field, and then was never seen again. So let's get into more of the details, shall we? Oh, where'd my mouse go?
Are the
there it is.
details drugs?
They could be. We don't know. We don't know. But anyway. All right. So on June 30th, 2014, Mittank and 5 friends from school traveled to the Golden Sands Resort near Varna, Bulgaria. By all accounts, they had a great trip for that week. They played football on the beach, swam, went clubbing, drank, typical people in their late 20s going on a dude's vacation, I guess. And his friends didn't notice any abnormal behavior other than he had a lack of appetite. Like he would only eat like a small salad every meal. But other than that, they said he
Sweet
was acting.
salad.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just
Salad eaters
gross.
confirmed suspicious.
Yeah. And
He
then
was just eating a small salad?
gross.
I don't know. That
Something's
seems
wrong with
kinda
him.
Are you a
yeah.
serial killer? On July 6th, the day before they were due to leave, Mittank got into a dispute with 4 other German nationals about football. Mittank was a Werder Bremen fan, and these men were Bayern Munich fans. And so
Sounds
Exhibit
like
number-
Mittank deserved it.
yeah, this is
Exhibit
the
number infinity of football fans being ridiculous.
yeah. This is the resort they were staying at, the Golden Sands.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which one?
I believe it's the closest. Like this one. Can you see my mouse?
Okay.
I think it's this one.
That one looks nice.
Yeah. Oh wait.
The other ones look like shit.
Yeah, they're trash. He got separated from his friends outside a bar for several hours and allegedly got into a fight with the 4 men at a 24-hour McDonald's near the hotel.
This tracks exactly where I would imagine it happened.
Yeah. And he also claimed that the men hired more men to beat him up a second time, though his friends were skeptical of this claim. So, I don't really... Maybe he got beat up twice, maybe it was just once. We couldn't really find a for sure answer on that. He suffered a ruptured eardrum from the fight and was told by a doctor not to fly. He was prescribed the antibiotic cefprozil.
Now, why are you not? I don't know if you did any research on this. Why are you not allowed to fly with or not supposed to fly with a ruptured eardrum?
the change in pressure. You know how like when the pressure changes and your ear pops?
Yeah,
I
no,
think-
but like what happens if?
I think if you
do it
have a
anyway?
ruptured
you die.
eardrum and it pops, it can like cause like severe injury to that. It can like
Yeah.
worsen your ruptured eardrum basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
The change in pressure.
It could probably like if he can take medication for it to make it better, it would probably make it so that like he couldn't do anything to ever make it better again.
permanent
My guess.
injury.
Yeah,
Make it
yeah.
permanent.
Yeah, maybe it can make you deaf in that ear or something. I don't know. That I'm just speculating on.
Okay.
So his friends traveled back. His friends offered to stay in Bulgaria while he recovered. Mittank insisted that he would be fine on his own and his friends should follow through on their plans to travel home on July 7th, the next day. The group all checked out of the Golden Sands Resort on the 7th, and his friends flew back without him. Mittank checked into Hotel Color, a hotel that's cheap and close to the Varna airport. This hotel is apparently in a rough area. That's according to like forum posters who claim to be from Bulgaria, so I guess take that with a grain of salt, but you'll see in the pictures on the next slide. These
Not quite the
pictures-
waterfront resort.
Yeah, it does look a little
It's
sketch.
Bulgaria.
Yeah. Bulgaria is
Suck it, Bulgaria.
notoriously sketchy. I did read that it
Yeah.
does have one of the highest human traffic rates in the EU, apparently.
Yeah.
So maybe it is
I
sketchy
mean,
for
a
Europe.
lot of the like, it's one of the like Eastern European states.
Yeah,
so it's,
yeah.
You know, it's not prosperous, so it's also not like
Not as nice, I guess. Like the
Yeah.
less money there is, the more crime there is usually.
yeah.
So, all right. Mittank begins acting strangely. Mittank seemingly began to act more and more erratically. He called his mother while at the hotel in a whisper. He told her that men were following him. He was afraid they wanted to kill or rob him and told his mother to cancel his credit cards. He was seen in security cameras pacing the halls, looking out the window and hiding in the elevator of the hotel. He left the hotel at 1 a.m. for an hour and no one knows where he went or why he left. The last day he's seen. On July 8th, Lars Mittank was hoping to fly home. In the morning, he called his mother and told her the people who were following her were following him, not her. We're getting closer. Someone's following you, Mom. Run! Okay. He went to consult the airport doctor, Dr. Kostov, who told him he was fine to return home. Mittank was doubtful and was concerned about the medicine he had been taking, even though according to Kostov, he hadn't filled out the prescription, so he wasn't taking the medicine. So again, there's
He
a
was still
weird
better.
discrepancy there. Yeah,
I guess it was an antibiotic. It's not like ear healing medication or something like that. It might
Yeah.
just
Yeah, he might have
This
just healed
sounds
up
this
enough
naturally.
sounds
on its
like
own.
this sounds like a classic schizophrenic break. One of
Yeah,
those classic schizophrenic breaks.
yeah. We'll get more into that, but that's a key theory in this case.
Uh,
Um, but during his discussion with the doctor, a construction worker who was working on the airport remodel walked in, startling Mittank. Mittank got up and yelled, "I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here," and ran out of the doctor's office, leaving all of his belongings: wallet, luggage, phone, passport, everything. He proceeded to run out of the airport and ran across the parking lot, jumped a barbed wire fence, and ran into the forest next to the airport and was never seen again. All right, now we have a little bit of footage. Um, there's him walking in.
Oh, this is kind of spooky
Yeah, that's
because
him. Sorry,
it's
go ahead.
2014 and not the 1900s.
Yeah, yeah. And there he is, bolting from the doctor's office without his stuff. And the weird thing is here, you see him like sort of reach into his pocket. People have like made speculations about that. I don't know what exactly, but I know that's a thing people point out. And then here he goes, running through the parking lot.
he's walking there.
Yeah, Part's just sort of strolling.
You're like he's running, he's walking the entire time.
Hey, it's a lot of distance.
Now he's running.
Yeah. What is it doing? And here
It's doing its
is
best.
yeah. Here's a Google Earth of the surrounding area. So as you can see, it's not like there's like deep forest. Like there's a lot of fields, but there's a lot of roads and buildings too. So it's like it's not like, right next to the forest there's like 50 acre, or right next to the airport there's like 50 acres of forest or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's bizarre that he
Yeah.
was never found. Never found.
That is bizarre.
Yeah. And then here are the theories. Theory number one is he is the victim of some sort of foul play. Basically, like, he was right about being followed, and those guys, like, either they were, like, associated with the Bulgarian mafia, those German nationals, or, like, the people they allegedly hired to also beat him up was associated with the Bulgarian mafia, and, well, like, kept wanting to beat him up even though they already got paid to beat him up once. It's kind of a sloppy theory. I don't get why.
That wouldn't track with him leaving the airport when he was like close to getting out and getting away.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if he was being followed, then why, like, right when he's about to get out of the country, just run into a forest? It doesn't make much
without
sense.
anything.
He clearly thought that there were guys in the airport who were with the mafia, and assuming he's right, maybe that's why he like.
But running into the woods is
Pizza.
not safer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's safer. It's safer than if the guy is in the mafia, which I doubt. But say that construction worker, I did see people commenting like, "Oh, the Bulgarian mafia is so far-reaching, and like the institutions are so corrupt that they have people everywhere," type of a thing. But it's like, even if that construction worker was, part of the mafia or whatever, like, I guess you might.
How would he have known that?
Well, maybe, yeah, that's
maybe
true.
it was one of the guys who beat him up.
Yeah, I guess it could have been the same guy. It just seems so far-fetched.
That seems incredible.
Yeah,
That's far-fetched. That's
all get out. Yeah. And the 2 and 3 are kind of related. He either suffered a drug-induced psychotic break or psychosis or whatever, or he suffered a head injury during the fight, which caused psychosis, or, like RJ hinted at earlier, the onset of something like schizophrenia. So sort of subpoints of these is he either died in the forest / fields nearby and was somehow never found. Like maybe he like purposely, because he was trying to hide or get away from a presumed threat. So maybe he found like some animal's hole and got into it, or found a hollow tree.
Tucked himself away somewhere.
Tucked himself in and then died of dehydration or
exposure
or whatever. And then, or another subset of that theory could be he lost his memory and then just became a transient homeless man, sort of across Eastern Europe or whatever, and he's still out there, I guess.
Yeah.
Or even if he didn't lose his memory, maybe he just he has so much paranoid schizophrenia or whatever, some sort of mental condition that he's just so paranoid to come out and be like, yeah, I'm Lars, because he thinks like if he reveals himself, the mafia is gonna get him or whatever in his interpretation of reality. Um, and then the fourth theory was he was planning to run away and is now living, a second life with another identity. Um, so those are sort of the four leading theories, I'd say. What are
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
there's not enough information on his lifestyle and activity. I mean, just from, I mean, maybe there is out there in the world, but just
Mhm.
like from what we've been presented so far, there's
Yeah.
not enough information to really on his, like I said, lifestyle and like activities in general to really support one or four.
Yeah.
So I guess if it's like you could argue it's like, oh, if he was planning to run away, he would like have kept it a secret or whatever. But like the actions that were described to him taking are not the actions of like a rational human. Like if you wanted to disappear, you would like, why would he even go to the airport in the first place and like get
Yeah.
filmed and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. And
Like
also,
this,
I
like,
don't know.
something.
I feel like there definitely are like examples of people like making a big scene when they totally don't have to.
yeah. And maybe he made a scene and acted crazy so people would just think he got crazy, you know what I mean? Like sort of a double bluff type of thing. Like, oh, I'll act crazy on camera so then everyone will just think I went crazy and then either died or became homeless or whatever. But like, yeah, it seems completely unnecessary. Also, why would he leave? Like, I get
Yeah,
like,
what would the motive be for him needing to run away and live in
yeah,
either
that's the other
identity?
thing. He doesn't really like. It seemed like he had a
I
good
mean, what
a
if
good
he had a
life.
motive? It was a secret one.
Yeah, I guess that could be it. Like maybe he was involved with the German mafia. And, like
Yeah,
he
maybe
Maybe
he was
he,
a
maybe he was working for the Bulgarian mafia.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe it went
maybe.
sideways or something. But yeah, I could
But I
see
feel like if you were, you would be sorry. I feel like if you were, you would have been more careful about. I don't know. It seems like you. It's like it's a lot from what's been behaviors that have been observed. Like that's a lot of acting slash evidence. I feel like he could have done less
yeah,
and still
yeah.
led people to come to that conclusion. Like to be like to lead people to that conclusion.
Mhm.
I yeah.
Yeah, and it's also like why leave all your stuff? Like I get leaving like maybe your
Yeah,
I guess then you
I guess
could just
leaving
come
all
back
your
to the
stuff to not
looking
have
crazy.
like traceable things.
I guess but yeah, I guess even clothes can be traceable because they can be like, "Oh yeah, he had that hoodie or whatever."
Uh-huh.
So yeah, yeah, I guess it
But
just
it is
seems
super weird that he left his backpack behind.
yeah,
'Cause,
exactly.
like if he was like, I feel like if he was like really going full on, they're out to get me, they're everywhere. Um, I don't know. I don't take off my backpack and put it down at all.
Yeah. Well, maybe he just did that because he was getting examined by the doctor. But like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, but that would still lean more towards he was crazy rather than a planned escape. I feel like.
yeah,
Well,
Yeah, like
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if this was planned, he made it look real convincing, but he also like did not, unless he's like, I don't know,
he also made himself pretty
how is
hot.
he supposed to survive? Yeah,
Well,
he made it look too good.
he does have like again, it's not like he was in 50 acres of woods or anything like that, but he does have like fishing and hunting experience as a Ute or whatever. So, and I think even
I
as an
don't,
adult. So,
I don't know. I mean, like you can, there are cases of people like kind of not getting away with it, but like being able to kind of like live off the land when needed from nothing.
yeah,
But
yeah.
those are like like worst case survival scenarios
Yeah,
when they
not
happen to
like
have
I'm going to run
training.
into the forest.
Yeah, like that's not plan A
Yeah, yeah. So,
for
I
I
mean,
yeah.
maybe it is if you're like irrationally frightened, especially of other people.
yeah. Yeah, I guess
I could see a scenario in which he's not found because he hid himself in the forest
Mm-hmm.
and possibly like I don't know, like I don't know if the geography of the area supports this, but like squeezed himself into like a cave or something,
Yeah, like
and
George was saying.
Yeah,
was
Died somewhere.
was deep and tight, and he couldn't actually get out.
Yeah, exactly. Like he got stuck in a hollow tree hiding place, or just like,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
like
you just
in a
get too weak,
burrow,
and
or
then you can't move,
yeah,
get to a water source, or find food for yourself,
yeah,
or get back to civilization.
So he died because he found too good of a hiding place
yeah. I could
and
definitely
was
see
therefore
that. The only
unfindable.
thing that sort of like works against that is just like the whole, like the area. Like it's like this does not look like, this, I can't really tell, but this looks like these forested areas look like they might be like, I don't know, an acre, maybe,
Yeah, but he also
maybe
didn't have to
two.
stop there.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But then it's
How
just it's
like,
just
yeah,
There's
how
one
fields.
far
first a
could
little
he have
bit
gotten on
south.
foot? Is the thing.
Like it's just like fields and roads outstretched by the looks of it. Here, I'm gonna like pull this off. I'm gonna like go back to the Google Earth because I am curious now. But if I remember
Yeah, so,
correctly,
like, how far did they search for this dude?
I think they
Or did they search for this dude?
no, they did definitely search. I don't know exactly, the dimensions or anything of their search, but like here, I'll bring it. But like it's like a lot of fields and like roads in the area and stuff like that. Like there's civilization, you know what I mean? It's like it's not like
The thing,
maybe if he
the
made
other
it down
thing,
here, there's like big forest here, but like you'd have to cross the A2 E70 or whatever this is. Like
I'm not saying I'm at the beginning of the
I think
slide.
he's setting it up still.
so you guys can see it now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
not any like
Southeast,
deep forest
southeast
in
maybe,
the area at all.
Yeah, it's like he could have
or
maybe
straight
made it to
south.
this forest, but
Yeah,
like you have to
there's
cross this big highway, this E70 A2 type thing.
I mean, it looks like there's like forest right here that he could have
Like,
gone on. That could be
what's
like
that
a
in
bridge
miles?
where he goes under.
What's that in like distance? Can you measure?
This is 400 miles. You can see the or four. Is that meters? That must be meters, right?
It must be meters.
Yeah,
He
it can't be
must have gone
400.
into that
Cannot be
woods, right?
That's a
400
giant
miles.
airport.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, I'm so dumb. I can't believe I even. Okay.
It's okay.
This little strip of road isn't 400 miles, right?
Come on, Google. Get better. Do
Yeah.
better.
So this is like 2,000 meters down here. So like
2K is not far. That's
Yeah.
not far at all.
So like yeah, I mean he could have
Yeah, you
walked
can
it, but
get
it's just like I feel like
He could have just walked straight north and jumped into the water and like
drown.
not resurfaced. Like he could
No,
have.
he jumped. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess it would be hard. Like, how do you even search all this area?
You can't.
Yeah. So yeah, no, yeah, he could have gone to this South Forest and then died of exposure there, or just like some weird crevice in a creek or something in one of these
Yeah, like,
fields.
even in
or-
like a semi-urban environment. Like
Yeah.
I live in a pretty populated area, and like there are places something could die and not be discovered for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's possible. I think
Like bodies of water, yeah, or like some sort of cave or like a hole
then,
that RJ suggested, fallen
Yeah.
tree like you suggested.
I feel like
Anything.
to go that crazy to just like ignore basic survival instincts though, like is it more likely that he walked off and just like
it might not be
And just-
basics. It might just be like, oh, I think I can fit in here, and I have to hide from someone, and like not realizing that like it's too tight for him to get out.
Well, I don't feel like he got stuck, like
Yeah.
physically stuck, like a 127-hour situation. I think it's more like he got like he like stayed out too long, got too weak before he like, or he was like too afraid to like go search for like water or like better shelter or something like that.
I think
Yeah.
the thing is, I think if he was like, if he wasn't like stuck somewhere like far away and hidden, I feel like he would be discovered. If he was just like a guy camping in the woods,
Well, no,
You'd find
he'd,
him, right?
he'd still be hidden, but just like not physically stuck. He could have gotten out if he wasn't too weak and dehydrated to get out, type of a thing. I think is what Ray was saying, and what I was saying.
Yeah, I don't think he like found a cave and like camped in the cave and just like sat on the floor until he passed away. I think it was more like
like he was
he
in an
tried to
animal's burrow hiding, or
yeah,
he was
he
in a
like tried
hollow
to
tree.
scavenge around and he was too afraid to like approach any other people. So I'm assuming he avoided civilization, and then probably
But how does he avoid the search party?
Because he's in like,
how quickly do you think they organized a search party to look for this dude?
yeah, it was probably like a week or something, or at least a few
Yeah.
days, and like he probably was already dead by then. And I think he just avoided like his body being found. If he did in fact die, then he avoided his body being found by just like hiding. He was hiding from his perceived threat in like an animal burrow, and they may have even searched near him, but just like didn't happen to see him because like maybe some like leaves or
That's
overgrowth grew in front of him.
Such a wide, because they have no idea what direction. They don't really know what direction he went.
Yeah.
That's such a wide area. There's
So
no way.
it's like almost like if he was like hiding in a burrow or inside a tree, or behind, even just behind some stuff, like there's
Or
a
he
chance
just went,
they like,
or he
I
never
feel like
stopped
if-
running and like
If you had
is like
dogs,
was like way outside their search area and then just like died in a like on a ditch
Yeah.
somewhere, and they just didn't find him because they didn't go
wide enough. Yeah.
far enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like there's multiple ways they could have just like not been able to find him.
Yeah. If you don't want to be found, then
Yeah, it can be hard
you
to
go
find.
into the you go into the wilderness. It's yeah.
And then eventually, like, like an animal could have scavenged his meat.
Yeah, moved him too.
Yeah, and moved him. Yeah.
Took him apart.
Yeah, so. But I
Could've-
don't think it's outside of the realm of possibility that he's alive. He just kept running, got to like, a more urban part of Varna, and then just took up life as a homeless man. Either because
That's possible. But
lost his memory, or just was that far gone, type of thing.
Yeah, the whole running. Yeah, I guess the into the woods portion leads me to believe that did pass away. But I mean, at the same time, he could have just also gone far away enough to a different urban area and then.
Yeah, because he definitely ran first towards this tiny forest. So like,
Yeah,
depending on what direction he ran, he could have easily ran into this neighborhood,
he
this
could have gone
neighborhood,
in any
that
direction.
neighborhood, any of these.
The only thing is, if he were going off of like
places.
the injury or like psychotic break, I think he would have avoided people. So I think that maybe might lend more to him being dead and not a transient homeless person.
I do agree with that. And the other thing is, like, maybe there was just like a nefarious person that he ran into, or like that found him running through a field and was like, someone to kidnap or something, or someone to extort, or well, I feel like if you were extorting them, I guess
he didn't have anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing to extort him from.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like, oh, there's a strange man running on my property. Oh my God, get the gun.
But I feel like if it was
That's
like
more of an
that,
America thing.
they would have like phoned it into police, or been like, he was trespassing, so I shot him. I feel like the only way it was a dude like finding him would be if it just complete, like, there was already a lot of weird things that like are super unlikely, so the odds of this are astronomically far-fetched, I think. But like if he happened to run into a serial killer or a mass murderer type person, where they're just like, ooh, this is just a guy running away, he looks like he has nothing and no one, I'll kill him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's no information on Wikipedia about
the
search party, the search.
On like how
but
many
his
people
mother
and how long they looked.
His mother hired a private investigator.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Who couldn't find any like good fits for like unregistered people in hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it seems.
Oh, and there was a sighting where this trucker said there was this guy hitchhiking, that he hitchhiked like the week that this happened, and then like heard about the story later and was like, that guy looks exactly like the guy I picked up and hitchhiked. So it's like, that's just one guy saying that, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, there's
you
no
have to
way
take
that
it with a grain of salt.
That essentially means nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, but like there've been other sightings too, like but none of them have been able to been verified. So it's like yeah, it's one of those
Also,
classic unsolved
also
ones.
the medication that he at least supposedly didn't take.
I thought
Mhm.
those were just antibiotics, though.
But they do have a possible
Yeah.
side effect of like psychotic.
Hallucination and paranoia.
But he didn't take them.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Well, according to
Costa
according to the doctor who prescribed them.
No,
Well, no,
not
it's
the
more
doctor
than
who
that. It's
not
And according to the pharmacy.
Well, it's more than that. It's not that he didn't take them. It's that he never
filled out the
picked
prescription.
them up in the first place. So where else would he have gotten them?
But that wasn't
Or gotten
according to the
any
doctor who gave him the prescription. That was
Oh,
according to the
wasn't?
doctor at the airport who checked him out the second
Okay.
time. So a different doctor. But apparently he didn't fill out the prescription. But yeah, people do bring that up all the time that like, oh, maybe he went crazy because of the antibiotics, but like
Yeah,
it seems like he didn't take the antibiotics. So I don't know.
That would there's no the paper trail would suggest otherwise.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine it's impossible that
They didn't like he filled out the prescription, but they didn't do the paperwork properly or whatever.
Yeah. And so there's no record of the prescription having been filled, but
Even
he
though
still
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like so many things like maybe possibly could be true.
Yeah, it's some things are just like, yes, this could have happened, but
more
it's
than
just
likely.
it's just it's just likelihoods based on what we know. Like, could somebody have actually been like, could the Bulgarian mafia actually have after him because of his unpopular football opinions? Maybe. I doubt it.
Seems like the mafia would have better things to do. I feel like if the
Seems
mafia,
like they would.
Like the thing is, he did leave his friends like for multiple hours, the night that everything went down. You know what I mean? So who knows what? Maybe like the fight was just an excuse or something, and he really just fell, and he didn't want to tell his friends that he was really trying to get drugs or became a runner for the mafia or something like that. I mean, it seems unlikely, but
did he kill his mom before or after he went to the doctor?
Did he do what?
Call his mom to cancel the cards?
Yeah, call his mom was after the first doctor, before the second doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah,
because it was basically he wasn't eating much, and then he got beat up, and then he went to the doctor, and then all the other crazy shit happened.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
it sounds like.
And they were clubbing and stuff and partying, so maybe he got into like the drug crowd of Bulgaria. I don't know. Like maybe
I could also see like he might have been on something that had like a weird interaction.
Yeah, like I heard people saying like meth. It seems like he could have had a bad reaction to meth or something like that. But it seems like if it
would it last that long?
Yeah. It seems like if it was drugs, even if it caused like a sort of like, you know, what's it called? Like an aftershock, weird, psychotic stuff. I feel like it wouldn't
last that long.
Yeah, it would eventually pass. So, unless he had a like supply and like he had some in his pocket.
Unless the injury caused it, that would last.
Yeah, that was one of the theories. That was number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a combination of 3 and 2 and 3 too. Like he could have.
It probably is some. Yeah, the truth might lie somewhere in the middle, bit of both.
Yeah.
Maybe he did actually. Here, actually, why don't we go through what we each think? Summarize what we each think happened.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring up theories.
All right, George, why don't you go first as the expert?
I don't know.
The host.
Is the thing.
What do you think?
I think 2.5 happened basically. Like it was a combination of his head injury during the fight and also, well, I guess I don't know. He was on drugs.
2 and 3 are practically the same thing.
Yeah,
I would say no.
It's either
they're very much separate.
It's a psychosis, either drug or head injury, but like either way.
Yeah, I guess it is sort of separate, but like I feel like the fight could have been a result of. Well, he was definitely drunk when the fight happened, so we know he was at least on alcohol. But like,
yeah, was there ever any like confirmation of any other drug use?
Not confirmed, but I mean,
yeah,
I feel like the friends, even if they knew he was like into some like partying drugs, they might not say because they don't want to like besmirch his name or
But
something
why
like
would
that.
why
Yeah,
if he's like been missing? I feel like all the bets are off. I feel like you'd give everything you had on him.
Maybe,
I
but
don't think
then
they would
it
hold
could
him.
also incriminate
They might not have
yourself.
even
Like,
been
what if
that
you?
close to friends.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the
like,
truth. They
was
were
it like-
former
was it like a
a
classmates.
criminal charge to use in Bulgaria or something? You mean?
Yeah, or something like that. Like where you don't want your own
Kind of
reputation.
shitty friends, then, aren't they?
Yeah, and especially if you were the one who one of the friends is the one who supplied him the drugs or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's all speculation.
Yeah, I mean, 90% of this is speculation. There's so many
Yeah,
weird
no,
things.
I mean, yes.
It's
But
all
like, other than alcohol, there's like, other than he might have been getting drugs, or like, and then the bit about like the medication that he actually didn't end up taking.
Yeah, it's so
There's,
weird
there's
that
nothing else. It's more like drugs are a reasonable explanation to the unreasonable behavior, but like, that's
there's no evidence, basically.
there's no evidence of drug use.
I mean, I'm not an expert on drugs. Maybe drugs could send you into like a long-term psychotic break.
Yeah. I think specific,
would have
like
to have-
certain drugs can.
I
Like,
think you would have to have died unless it was a permanent psychotic break.
Yeah, if he was not
Because
consistent.
otherwise, I think he'd be back.
He would recover enough to like seek help or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, it's like
So
either
it can't be if he survived, it can't have been drug induced, right?
well,
could
unless
be
like
wrong.
the
Maybe
drugs like literally
Unless the drugs affected him permanently, which I guess is possible.
maybe like he had an underlying thing that like the symptoms hadn't surfaced yet, like schizophrenia or some sort of mood disorder or something like that, where it's like the drug psychotic break caused that to come to the surface type of a thing. But I'm not well versed enough in like psychology or anything to like that to speak to that really.
Yeah.
But I think
Alright,
that's more likely with the head injury thing to happen, like where it's like you suffer a head injury and that fucks up your like brain chemistry permanently. So I think I'm leaning towards 3 for sure. Is
Alright.
is
Yeah,
the most
I
likely.
think I am too.
All right. Any other? So, are you more or less agreeing with what George said, RJ? For
Yeah.
your summary.
Like I think 4 ties up. 4 could theoretically tie up everything because it's just like a conspiracy, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's all an act, so anything can be explained by it's all an act, except like.
I think
Why?
that's I think that's a
Yeah.
lazy explanation. If
So
I'm
I think
honest.
I think 3 works. I think it's way better than 1.
I mean, 1 would make sense if there was any motive for the mafia, because the mafia, if they are really as far-reaching as people claim, and like stuff in Bulgaria is corrupt, then they could easily do a cover-up, like just pay off the police, like
Yeah.
just say you can't find him, we took him, he's ours now.
Yeah, there's
That's
also
true.
a chance that it's like a
They had
sort of like a combination, like George was saying. It's like, oh, like he went all of his actions up to that point are like 2 or 3, but then the reason he wasn't found was because of 1 that was unrelated to his
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also,
first bit.
yeah, he
But
could have just been picked up after.
after the
After going
fact. That's why he
crazy.
just wasn't found. But that's once again, there's no evidence to support it.
Yeah,
Other than the fact that he wasn't found.
yeah.
It just seems like what reason would they have?
there wasn't any based on what the information presented here. There wasn't a
Yeah.
reason.
I mean, there's these blank windows, like the 1 hour on the night before he went missing, and like the hours he went off by himself when his friends were there. It's like maybe something happened where he pissed off the mafia, but it seems unlikely that he just piss off the mafia.
Yeah, I don't think you can piss off the mafia and get away with it that night on like a vacation with your buds. That's like a sitcom sort of plot.
Like 2-hour speed run. And you piss off the mafia
Get
enough
human trafficked.
to disappear
percent.
in broad fucking daylight.
Well, no,
Well,
it was at night.
It's at
Yeah,
night.
it's at night both times.
No, he went out at night both times, but like he disappeared.
In broad
daylight.
daylight. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like if we're assuming they were coming after him in the middle of the fucking airport,
Yeah.
like he's like hit list number 1.
Yeah,
like
who is he to be that important?
yeah, like there's
That they're
no
burning
way
their like
he could've been
their airport
there's
plants.
no way he could have been that important to the mafia, and like
It's weird. Like the more you guys
In a week.
talk down Theory 1, the more I like it. I don't know.
I mean, you can like it and still agree that it's moronic.
I don't think it
Or
happened.
not
but
moronic, not moronic. That's unlikely.
yeah, very
I
unlikely.
don't say moronic.
Let's rank
Each of those hours he spent, he went full fucking like Taken or like.
I was gonna say Postal.
Just started, yeah.
You know the game Postal?
Like
Maybe
he found out where the Bulgarian mafia was and just killed a whole shitload of them.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
John
that.
Wick
Maybe
them all, yeah.
Maybe they jumped him and he like just like throat punched one of them or something, or like punched him and he fell and like hit the mafia guy, like fell and hit his head on the sidewalk and like it just killed him. You know how if you like hit your temple hard enough, you can just like straight up just die. Like maybe.
Oh, so now we're just pulling the plot from Andor.
Yeah, exactly. I had never seen that, but probably. So then he one punches a mafia dude, kills him, and they're like, "Oh, you can't take one of ours. No, we're gonna get you." And he somehow escapes. You know, and gets back to the hotel.
No. I got it. I'm gonna take that bit and run with it. So he one punches the guy, and they're like, "Oh man, we're down a guy, and we're about to do this big job. Now you're gonna take his place. Put on his suit. You're part of the Bulgarian mafia now.
Damn. No, yeah,
you have
I
to
like
fake your own death."
You have to go to the airport tomorrow and then just run into the field and we'll pick you up on the
we'll pick
other
you
side.
up and get you suited up for the
like
big
a
job.
hazing ritual.
It's not a frat, RJ.
Yeah, this is the mafia. Take this seriously.
So why didn't they just disappear him when he was staying at Hotel Color?
Because that's suspicious. They're like,
Yeah.
he was taken from the hotel.
Suspicious? That probably happens all the time. Happens way more frequently.
But we have video.
Than someone running out of. You know what's really fucking suspicious? someone yelling about the mafia and then sprinting out of an airport, leaving all his shit behind.
No. That happens every day in Bulgaria.
That's suspicious as fuck.
I would say they're equally suspicious.
Yeah,
I think
we have CCTV.
I think leaves the hotel one night and then just doesn't come back.
Oh, okay. I think you're saying gets kidnapped from the hotel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. If a bunch of big burly men came in, broke down someone's hotel door, and then carried him out through the lobby, that would be really suspicious too.
I think that would be suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah. They could have just taken him when he was walking around, but maybe they didn't know where he was then. It's not like they have a GPS tag on him.
Well, that's why he left all his belongings.
Oh, they thought they were probably tracking him.
They set up a gate. They set up a gate at the fucking at the airport. They didn't know where he was.
Yeah,
he avoided them by going to Hotel Color. They didn't know where he was, but they knew he'd try to leave through the airport.
Oh, no, that actually does make sense.
Set up a trap.
No, stop it.
It does make sense. How would they know he's at Hotel Color, but they know he has to fly out of there? No, I like RJ's theory. I think it's 1. I've changed my mind.
Oh my god.
He was picked up. He's now the leader of the Bulgarian mafia. That's my hypothesis. Okay, no.
They promoted him to the leader.
Yeah. It's like, you survived a lot. You got some moxie, kid.
This is beginning to get into some manga or light novel territory. It's like how I faked my own death or disappearance by pretending to be crazy and somehow ended up as the head of the Bulgarian mafia.
Yeah, it sounds plausible.
Just incredibly long titles in the style that they do.
Okay,
just to quickly.
Okay, sorry.
It's got to be.
It's
sorry,
like
just for my summary.
Oh,
yeah. Go
wait, let Ryobi summarize.
Yeah, this is the modern day isekai, exactly, RJ. Yeah, I mean, I kind of already said it, but like, I gotta imagine that this is 3.
Yeah, we all said
just
3.
because drug use, maybe, but there was no evidence of it.
Yeah,
I do, from what I know about like kind of like mental conditions like this, or like severe personality. Sorry, go ahead, RJ. You're kind of, I can't really hear you.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, good.
It just seems so unlikely for it to be permanent from Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But like, it can get. It does. Those conditions can onset over time and like get worse over time. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think that some events, possibly such as drug use or something like traumatic happening, or even physical trauma,
Violence,
or like injury, they can kind of jump the queue, so to speak, or
Yeah.
cause it to become much more to like the forefront. So I think it's he probably did get into a fight. I think he must have been having, I would imagine he had some sort of personality, like brain chemistry issue going on. And then this event happened and he got in a fight, and then it all went downhill from there. He just spiraled.
Yeah.
So I gotta imagine it was like building up to that over time, and maybe that was like that behavior was what led him to just leave his friends for hours on end at night on vacation. Like, why would you do that? I mean, I guess he was drunk, but like still.
Yeah.
That seems to be the most likely case, that it was on its way to becoming much more obvious that he had some sort of psychotic issue, and then
But it also feels
instead,
like
instead
if
of
that
taking a
was
step,
happening, though,
he just
just to play devil's advocate, if that was happening though, I feel like his friends would have noticed more abnormal behavior towards the end of the trip than just.
I think. Oh, I don't mean towards the end of the trip. I mean, like, I'm talking like weeks or months leading up to this.
Well, exactly. They would notice some stuff, don't you think?
It depends how close they were, and it depends like how often they like saw each other.
Well, they were hanging out every day for like a week straight. That's what I mean. Just like on the vacation, like.
Yeah, but you can pretend like.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
A week is not a week, especially on vacation, is not long enough to like.
Yeah,
I'm talking like.
But no abnormal behavior at all besides lack of appetite.
And then it ramps up to this.
Well, it ramps up because of the violence, probably.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the head injury.
Yeah. So it's like,
it's like I would want to talk. This is obviously not available, but like.
Let's get one of his friends on the podcast.
No, just like not like the friend who was on the trip. I don't want to talk to that. Who is he like living with on the day-to-day in like the weeks and months leading up to this occurrence? Who is he talking to on a daily basis? Do they notice anything?
Yeah, like his coworkers and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But okay, I was gonna ask, how would you rank these in terms of likeliness? We all obviously say 3 first, and then probably 2, right?
3, 2, 1, 4.
I would say
no. So
3, 2,
we've
4,
argued
1
up. 3, 1, 2, 4.
3, 1. Wait, 3, 1, 2, 4? You think 1 is more likely than 2?
Maybe. I don't know.
That's not okay. That's a bit. I thought that was against the narrative we'd build, but we can have different opinions.
Yeah. I know. 1's way more fun.
Stop it! No, we're not going for fun. This guy is probably dead.
He could have pissed off. Okay, just to play devil's advocate, I think it's possible that he was like out partying and like maybe he like was supposed to get drugs and he got it supplied by the mafia and then like maybe didn't pay, or maybe he was maybe like when the guy was like measuring it out, he took like the whole bag or something like that. You know what I mean?
Or he killed a hooker.
Yeah, or something, or like got in a fight and like really badly injured one of their dudes or something. I don't think it's impossible that he pissed off the mafia.
It just seems extremely unlikely.
The airport?
Yeah,
he's not important enough.
Well, maybe they were personally offended.
It could be a combination of 1 and 2.
Yeah,
or 1 and 3.
Yeah, it could be 1, 2, 3.
He's set up. He's set up a little bit.
George. No, it can't be 4. It can't be 4. Has to be all by itself.
No, it can't be. 4 has to stand on its own. It can't
4
be
is its own pillar.
Yeah.
No, 4 is he purposely took all the drugs when he went out to piss off the mafia to kickstart this entire process. Because he was planning to run away. Why would you want to get on the mafia's hit list to start? Because it's an act, RJ. Sorry, George. He has to make it look convincing. It's not an act if
you actually do it.
No, that's the act that you. No, that's the act that you. That's
if you actually do it.
That's the canned answer to support number 4. It was all his plan.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with RJ. I think it's 3, 1, 2, 4.
All right, 3, 2, 1, 4 then for me.
Yes, 1 got moved up.
Wait. The hour. Did he go back to his hotel after that first hour he disappeared?
Yeah, he disappeared from like 1 to 2 a.m., but then came back and slept in his hotel.
And then when did he call his mom and say they were getting closer to him?
That was before his leaving the hotel, I'm pretty sure, and then also in the morning before going to the airport.
So was it before he left Hotel Color?
I believe so. The first time he called his mom was before he left the hotel.
Because when did he like?
Are you really changing your opinion this late in the game?
And the moves and the hotel moves.
Wait, sorry, say it again. What'd you say?
I want to track the calls to his mom and the hotel moves.
I'm pretty sure it was like he called his mom in the night, like maybe like 9 or 10, told her he was being followed or whatever, maybe even later than that. And then like told her he was being followed and that they might try to kill or rob him and to cancel his credit cards. Then he left the hotel from 1 to 2 a.m. and then went to sleep, and then in the morning, well, presumably went to sleep. And then in the morning called his mother again to say that they were getting closer.
That's weird.
Yeah,
that's
right?
That's like a very standard.
I don't think that adds up for number one.
Oh, you don't think it adds up for number one?
Okay.
I thought it adds up for number one.
Because I think he has to. I feel like he has to piss off the mafia during the hour he's gone, right?
No, I thought he pissed off the mafia the night before, where his friends are still there.
Oh, during the fight.
During the fight and the whole few hours he's gone, not with his friends. He pissed them off sometime in there.
Okay, that's not the first time he's gone with his friends. Okay.
Yeah, his friends weren't even there anymore when he left the airport hotel. They had already flown back.
And then he calls her the next morning.
Yeah, the morning he goes.
Where's he going with this?
Is he still at the resort?
No. Okay, so he's
at Hotel Color at that point.
Yeah, so when
he calls his mom,
the night of the 6th, he leaves his friends, and then he gets in this fight and presumably fucks with the mafia, maybe. And then
presumably,
can you show the timeline again?
It's pretty much guaranteed right now.
So many pages, but okay. So I'm just gonna explain it. So that night on the 6th. He gets in this fight, and then on the 7th, the next day, all of his friends and him check out of the Golden Sands Resort. His friends fly home, and then he checks into Hotel Color. That night, the 7th, the night of the day that his friends flew out, he calls his mom and tells her that he's being followed, they might try to kill or rob him, and cancel the credit cards. Then later that night at 1 a.m. or the very early morning of the 8th at 1 a.m., he leaves for the hotel for an hour. Then he goes back to his hotel room, and then the next morning on the 8th, the day that he goes missing from the airport, he calls his mom again to say that he thinks they're getting closer.
Drum roll. RJ's buffering.
Yeah, I am curious where he's going with this.
That kind of works.
For which one? For 1 or 3?
For one. Three. We've already
established.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like whether or not like his actions make sense for 1.
Yeah, I think they kind of maybe could. I don't think 1's like as far fetched as maybe Ryobi does, for example. I think like if I had to give him,
for me it's 3, 2 like. Significantly far down. No, it's 3 is 3 most likely. 2,
maybe
a respectable second, but definitely second place, and then a significant drop for 4 and 1.
I'd give for me it'd be 30% chance it was 3, 20%,
30,
or maybe 40% chance it was 3.
Not even a majority.
No, 30%.
What are you on about?
30% chance it was 2.
They're all pretty equal.
20% chance it was 1, and 10% chance it was 4.
RJ.
I think they're pretty equal.
What do you mean, RJ?
You're agreeing with this.
I think it was more likely. I think it's more likely that it was either 1 or 2 than it is that it's 3. I think those two combined, if you combine their probabilities, I think it's more likely it was 1 or 2 than it is that it's 3.
Okay, bud. I mean, like I said, we're entitled to our own opinions, and once as for this is not getting solved.
Yeah, no, especially not by us.
Yeah, especially not by the internet detective extraordinaires.
Yeah.
3HAWT1.
I still think the biggest hole in one is why would he like run just as he's about to get on a plane?
Well,
The
the only
biggest
thing
hole
that
is
could,
who would go after him for
the
he's not important
mafia.
enough. He's not important enough.
Well, we don't know that. He could have killed one of their dudes or like stole their drugs or
Yeah,
something.
that's also the he one punched 3 guys and like raided this drug warehouse single-handedly.
exactly.
And then left it all behind when he oh my god.
Well, or he did.
Alright,
All.
we should try and wrap up.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like
We
the
can go on.
airport seems like the worst place to do that.
Yeah, but like he
Why did he just one punch the doctor?
My thing is like he's
got
trying
lucky
to
the first
escape.
time.
He's trying to get out of the country.
He's almost free.
No,
and
but
he
then
leaves.
the construction worker who walks in really was part of the mafia. Just to suspend disbelief. Like that guy really was part of the mafia, and he's like, "Fuck, I'm fucked. I gotta just run. That's my only option."
They had to have interviewed both these dudes.
Yeah, but like, what is the construction worker gonna say? Like, yeah, I'm in the mafia.
Mafia, I was going to
Could
go
do like
get
a
him.
background check and see if it even like if it makes sense.
Well,
that,
well,
my
the whole
God.
thing
unless everyone is entirely corrupt.
That's what some
The entire
people on the
investigation.
internet say. They
That's
say that
so
like,
that's so many assumptions. That's so many assumptions.
yeah, but I like to suspend disbelief sometimes.
So I don't know what background check are you gonna do? Oh yeah, he's actually was employed by the mafia 3 years
Apparently,
ago.
it was popular enough that we're talking about it, RJ.
Yeah, but it's kind of
This
hard
case
to like.
that happened 9 years ago across the freaking Atlantic.
Yeah, but if there's
If he
no
works for the-
evidence to prove this guy's in the mafia, what are the police gonna do? Like, be like,
Yeah.
come on, were you really? Come on, tell us. I don't know.
The proof the oh my god. So your assumption that is he's guilty until proven innocent. So you can't prove that he's not in the mafia, so he's in the mafia.
No, I'm saying the exact opposite. I'm saying the police have to work from a standpoint of innocent to proven guilty. So if the only evidence they have is this guy ran away from this guy, then they can't really be like, haha, we got you. You're in the
but
mafia.
that's your justification that he was in the mafia. That he ran away from it.
No. My justification was
justification for saying that we can't rule out the fact
Yeah,
that he
exactly.
was from the
You
mafia.
can't rule it
Yeah.
out, but you shouldn't give it that much weight. Is what I'm getting at.
yeah, I guess
Okay,
that's true.
we should wrap up.
I guess that's true.
We should give it a lot of weight.
Yeah, no, I like it
I
'cause
think
it's the funnest
is
one.
most
I'm
likely
just pissing me off. Let's wrap up.
90% chance.
This is like a reasonable talk. This is like a reasonable conversation, and then we're like, all right, so this is the conclusion, right? And you two are like, if it was this, I'm like, what have we been talking about for the past 30 minutes?
I still think he's the leader of the Bulgarian mafia.
Yeah,
now.
you're just like, oh man, this is definitely like the most reasonable option out of the 4. 30%.
I give him 40%.
That's
I give
barely a
him
quarter.
40%.
That's barely over a quarter.
Wait, but combined 3 and 2, I gave a 70% chance. I said there was a 40% chance it was 3 and a
I didn't hear
30%
that. Okay,
chance that
3
it's
3
2.
and some combination of 3 or 2. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Better.
So I'm only giving 1 or 4 a 30%.
But you
chance.
said 1 and 4 were more likely than 3.
No. I said 1. The combination of 1 and 2 are more likely than 3 by
Okay,
itself.
I thought you said 1 and 4. Okay.
Yeah, I may have misspoke, but I meant 1 and 2. If I did say 1.
Okay.
You said 1 and 2.
Okay.
It's Roby who misheard, like an idiot.
Yeah, you guys said a lot of shit, so I'm sure I
Yeah.
misheard something.
All right. Oh wait, but very quickly, I do have some corrections if people will
shit.
indulge me. They should go by quick. I wrote them down on this little post-it note. So Farrah Fawcett, RJ said might be F-A-R-A. It's F-A-R-R-A-H, like the person I was talking about, who I called Farrah Abrams, but her name's actually Farrah Abraham, the teen mom from MTV.
Okay.
We were talking about Molly being used, or like Molly comparing to how cocaine used to be a prescription drug, and Molly was briefly used as a psychotherapy aid, and was developed by a pharmaceutical company, and there is talks of like bringing that back. Like there's studies right now about its potential as a psychotherapy aid for like people with like extreme PTSD and stuff like that. And then we were also talking about products being returned to Amazon, so you buy 2 of the same product just to return one that you like less. And this was just in one of my business textbooks, but apparently 1/3 of products bought on the internet end up being returned. So I think that is likely what people do when they order 2 of like the same thing.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have a big row about if mouthwash was sweet. And just from
Did you call it a row?
yeah, like a big debate, a big hoopla.
Is that? I know that's like a more of a British English term. Is that actually how? I've always read that as like row because it's ROW, right?
I believe it's pronounced
What?
row.
Yeah, it's
But they call
definitely
it row?
it's pronounced row.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a row.
Did not know. I've only ever
Think
seen it
about
written.
the ROWE
Is it?
to differentiate it
It's
from
obviously not in
row.
our vocabulary, so I never.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah,
never come across
I don't
it.
know about that. I only ever hear it said. I'm sort of the opposite. But from a quick Google search, over 96% of mouthwashes contain sweeteners, and also if you Google mint, it has a subtly sweet flavor profile that is cool and refreshing. So mouthwash unequivocally is sweet.
You just
fools.
cherry picked two incredibly specific facts to support your viewpoint.
Well, one of the viewpoints is that 96% of mouthwash contains sweeteners. So of course it's sweet if
Yeah?
it contains sweeteners. What?
If something contains
Not
sweeteners,
necess-
that means they're making it less bitter or sweeter. That does not make the overall flavor profile sweet.
Literally, if you Google mouthwash, is mouthwash sweet? What comes up is that yes, like 96% of them. That's what comes up if you Google is mouthwash sweet.
You would have to get a poll.
No,
saying,
you wouldn't.
Is mouthwash sweet? Yes,
they have
no.
sweeteners in them, and they
That
use.
doesn't make it sweet.
And
it doesn't make it sweet.
Yes, it does. And
George, I'm
Coffee
telling
with
you what would
grains
happen.
of sugar in it, sweet.
that's not
Yeah.
what they would use. They wouldn't even have to declare 3 grains of sugar. If you're declaring sweetener in something or any ingredient in something, then it has to be more than like 0.5% of the full volume or whatever.
But that doesn't make the flavor overall sweet. It makes it sweeter, but it doesn't make it
the
necessarily sweet.
The main thing in its flavor or like the main flavoring of mouthwash is mint, which has a sweet flavor profile, and then they also add sweeteners. It is unequivocally sweet. You can ask anyone.
I'm telling you exactly what you would need for it to change my opinion on this, and I don't know if RJ agrees.
Well, I don't care. I found the objective fact, so I don't care about changing your opinion. I'm just letting you know what the objective fact is. You can do with that what you will.
Certainly, some
the objective
mouthwashes I've had are sweet, but
I've had like kid ones that are sweet.
Yeah.
No, all mouthwashes are sweet. It's just that that sweetness may be overpowered by the alcohol that is active in a lot of mouthwashes, but that doesn't make it not sweet.
Yes, it does.
No,
it makes
doesn't.
It taste not
if you
sweet.
drink a Cosmopolitan, it's still sweet. It has alcohol in it, and it still tastes a little bitter, and it makes you like maybe go, nah, but it's still sweet. There's still underlying sweetness there.
Those are different substances.
Yeah, the alcohol would have more alcohol, I would guess. Maybe that's not necessarily true. But still, I mean, objective fact, it is sweet. If you Google, is it sweet?
The objective fact is that we're basing this off of taste, which is by definition objective.
No, subjective, not objective. But yeah.
Yes, you're right, subjective.
But yeah, it
so
has
that is what
sweeteners.
we need. I would need subjective evidence then to make a judgment on this thing.
Mint is sweet, and they add sweeteners. It's sweet. That's all I need.
All right, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yep. But anyway, any other corrections?
I've realized that I can't do my vocab today because I don't have an easy way to show it on screen, so I'll just skip it for today.
Yeah.
I do have a Japanese word that I learned in business. I don't know the like.
Is it kanban?
No.
Is it muda?
Yeah, muda is waste.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
Yeah. And there's also poke yoke, which is like, I forgot what that one even means. So
I also learned that in school and don't remember what it is.
It's the yolk of a Pokemon egg.
Yeah,
no,
that's
not.
it.
It's not
right.
It's not poke the food either.
Yeah, no, it's not. It has something to do with like waste and like cutting waste and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I
Sounds
can't
about right.
I can't remember exactly what it is.
I'm bringing back book recommendations.
Oh yeah.
Read the Farseer trilogy. By Robin Hobb.
RJ hates books that aren't a series.
God.
Well, no, I just read a lot of fantasy and most fantasy series.
Imagine just reading one book in a series and being, all right, time for the next series by a different author. I don't.
That's
need to
what
read
you
the rest.
do, you freak.
What are you talking about? No, I don't pick up a new fantasy series. I take a break and read like one-off books.
Mm.
Oh, you picked up Malazan before you finished reading First Law.
Did I?
Yeah,
No,
you
I
haven't
think
read any of the
those
new
are the
First
side
Law
stories.
books.
Those are the side stories in First Law.
No, there's a whole new like main trilogy.
Those came out like those were coming out. Maybe the first one was released, but those were coming out like as I started Malazan. I think maybe the first
Pretty
one
sure
of the
they
three
were
was
all
out.
three out by the time you started.
Maybe,
Malazan.
but like I said, that was a separate trilogy. That's different.
I guess.
All right, Archie, you pissed me off enough. You both pissed me off enough for one episode. Let's end it.
Yeah. Oh, I guess
I'll see you next week.
I guess wait. One song. I don't really.
Oh, yes, song.
Listen to. Oh God, I can't think of a single
Boogie
song.
by Brockhampton.
That's an okay song. Listen to "Boys" by Brockhampton. Boys is better than Boogie. Fight me.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems unlikely.
Well, it's true. Also, "Sweet" is better than Boogie by Brockhampton. 3 songs by Brockhampton. Anyway,
The
we're
word
signing
"sweet"
off.
triggers me, so I'm gonna go for the other one.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye.